All right, welcome everyone to the official game room tour, toy room tour, whatever you want to call it. 2023 is January 1st. I'm just going to go through everything real quick, just give everyone a little update on how everything's looking. And I think we're going to start right over here by the door. Firstly, this is what's left of my pop figures after selling everything, giving stuff away, trying to take it from about 1,000 pop figures down to just this and a little bit scattered around the room, but this is the majority of what's remaining. Nothing too crazy. Got my giant Super Shredder pop here, which goes along with the theme of the rest of the room, which is primarily Ninja Turtles. So if you want to take a look here, this is some boxes, some beautiful box art for the Playmates vehicles and toys. And then we got some Ninja Turtle 80s style pops. Moving down here, we got movie, not pops, but NECA figures from the first and second movies. These guys are bootleg if you haven't seen already. Wasn't able to snag that first initial set, but have since gone on to get everything else that I wanted. At least there's a couple variants I don't have, but this is primarily it. This is the beautiful stuff NECA has given us over the past couple years for the movie line. Moving down a tier, this is my comic book section. Got some comic turtle pops in the back. I know it's kind of hard to see. Not everything's on risers, but got some great stuff here too. These guys also bootleg. Same molds as the originals, but multicolored headbands. Not officially made by NECA, but great. Definitely fit right in. Moving down a tier, I got some of the giant turtles and some of the Playmates re-release stuff from like 2012, I want to say. These figures have been remade to death, but these ones look great with my giants here. Original giants. The belts are all custom made from duct tape. They serve their purpose. No weapons, but hopefully when stuff comes out, we'll get some more and we'll replace those. And a couple pins here from all the loot crates and whatnot, what have you. Some Pez dispensers also. Moving down, it's a little bit more messy down here, but I got some movie pops. And then these are from my son's 2012 collection that he no longer plays with. All cool stuff. Shredder's missing his helmet, but looks great. Moving down is just some more miscellaneous stuff that really didn't make it to the main stuff. Some Best Action Loyal Subjects, some Super 7, a complete rebuilt pizza thrower, the Kevin Eastman Fugitoid. We got a cake topper. The Channel 6 news van is not original. The roof is original. I used to have it, but it's been a party wagon that was repurposed to be the Channel 6 news wagon. Got the cereal bowl in there. I don't know if anybody out there had the cereal bowls. Awesome stuff. GameStop 4-pack. Turtle tank. All good stuff. Little bike there. All right, coming up here, it's like some miscellaneous figures. I got my Back to the Future, some Universal Monsters, RoboCop, a couple of the, I forget the name, Revoltech Turtles. A little DeLorean, because we don't have a full-size one yet. And then we move on to the Super 7 Ultimates. These figures are great quality. I know a lot of people complain that they have loose joints. but I've never really had a huge problem with that. They are just phenomenal. That Muckman right there, absolutely beautiful. These guys are just great. And I got the Toxic Crusader back there. Have to. These guys all sit on top of this old school tube TV. We've had this TV, God, I don't know how long. But it's hooked up to all these systems. Genesis, Super Nintendo, N64, Wii, GameCube, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3. Me and my son come down here and have a blast. He's not a fan of Pokemon Snap, though. But we have plenty of other games to choose from. So that leads us over here. These two shelves. This is kind of the last of this stuff. You have a bunch of Playmates. These are re-released on the card. Some Turtles in Disguise. Some of my original Playmates stuff from when I was a kid. Mixed in with some of these new card backs here. Krang's android body. That is not the Krang that goes in there. That one my son made me, so we had to put that one in there. There is an original Krang back here on a shredder card. That is, I've had that a long time. But yeah, lots of cool stuff. And then a huge turtle blimp. We just got that. Didn't like the bottom part, so I had to get the other part and put that on the bottom. And it just sits here. Hangs out. Alright, so that's most of the turtle stuff. Now we get into the games. This is a lot of NES games. They are not original boxes. They are reproduction, but they look great on the shelf. Unfortunately, they cost a lot of money, so we couldn't do all of them, but we have a bunch of games here. Mega Man themed, a little bit of Mario. It's my original NES. We're moving down here. Got some Genesis stuff. Genesis boxes were a lot more durable. We don't like to pull the boxes out all the time, so I did take all the games out of the boxes just to make a more easy access. Down the bottom here, we got a kind of random shelf. Has the Atari 2600 and the old school Atari with the wood finish. PlayStation 1, which doesn't obviously get used much since we have a PS2. Some in-box Atari games. A Super Nintendo box hidden back there. And then moving back up here. This shelf's pretty cool. So this stuff is Game Boy games. These boxes are all custom made for each game, and they work great. They're cassette boxes, and they just look awesome on the shelf. Love them, love them, love them. Definitely make things a lot easier trying to find stuff. Some OG Game Boy Color. There's a Game Boy Advance back there. 3DS is up here too. I don't know if you can see it. There it is. Some Game & Watch. Lots of cool stuff. And then moving down, some N64s. Original N64. The Arctic Blue, I believe it's called. And then, of course, Jungle Green is down here being used. And then that's a pretty solid N64 collection. It is 2 tiers. But lots of games. Again, these end labels are custom made. But I couldn't live without them because without them, they're just gray or black, whatever. You don't know which game is which. but this makes it so much easier. You could buy these on Etsy. The whole pack is like 20 bucks, but they look great. I don't know what number I'm at exactly, but I'm a little more than halfway towards a complete set. Again, this is a Best Buy exclusive Nintendo World Championship 2015 display. Just hangs here, holds the blimp up. Down here we got some miniature arcades, a bunch of 3DS, DS games and boxes here. Some old school retro arcade. Down here, just a bunch of Switch boxes, lots of Switch games. Nothing too fancy with that. All right, and now the turtle setup. We got lots of stuff going on here. So the backdrops, I was so tired of looking for that set, I just printed these off in 6 different pieces. And they fill it in. I mean, it looks good to me, you know. We have the old school Playmates turtle layer complete. All these guys here. Lots of stuff going on. I'm huge and man fell down. Turtle helicopter, not complete, but working on it. All right, we move down to the sewers here. I do got some lights in here. It was very, very dark, hard to see. But again, a lot of cool stuff. Some custom stuff made with slime. These extreme sets, I think they just look great, you know, for what they are. You gotta be creative, you gotta add stuff to it. I bought this table from the Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree has like dollhouse stuff. I just bought some stuff, hot glued a little tablecloth on there, and I think it looks awesome. Got these from the group, Party Wagon group. Somebody was selling these 3D printed tables, couches, and the chair. We got Macaulay Culkin back here just chilling with the turtles. It's not a cheese pizza, but it'll do. Also the signs, 3D printed. Cool stuff. Moving even lower, we're entering the Technodrome. Another extreme set here. Lots of fun stuff happening. That throne is from a Star Wars figure, Black Series, I believe. That mutant module is pretty much complete. I think I'm missing like one handlebar. But yeah, this is the way to go. That's a custom mutant module. Custom painted, I should say. But love it. Love everything here. The bottom set now is more arcade stuff, not really as detailed, but lots of figures here. Some random Playmate stuff thrown in here and there. Love this car. I did not stick the stickers there, someone else did. We got, I don't know, it's hard to see, but we got a river of sewer water. Small backdrop. One of the original ones I did. I realized it was too small, but what are you gonna do? It's still something. Looks cool. Yeah, so that is that. Moving across here as a closet filled with stuff. Gonna work on making that some sort of movie rack. Do have a very large VHS collection. If you guys are into VHS, don't sleep on them. Some of this stuff is gonna disappear and never be back again. Here we got some more Playmates vehicles. We got a Technodrome, the Scout, and I forget what this thing's called. It's a foot soldier vehicle. And then some posters, some lenticular posters. Can't really tell, but they are lenticular. And some of my more favorite pops. Some Rick and Morty, some Marvel stuff, Spider-Man, Venom, Avengers, all those Thanoses. I know they're not worth much, but they look cool when they're all together and organized. Some 8-bits, a lot of Batmans on the bottom. Here is what's supposed to be a desk to do work on, but it's somehow become another TV area. I put some of the HDMI sets on here since they don't go to the tube TV. Wii U is set up here, Super Nintendo Classic, NES Classic, modded to have all these games. And then just some projects I work on here, like painting this car. Then we got some Best Action Turtles, if you guys are into those. Quality is not as great, but they do look cool. Love these guys. Wish they were bigger, but love these guys. All right, getting over here, we have some Mario amiibos, amiibo stand, couple Batmobiles, couple more pops hidden in here, Pez dispensers, and then we got some GameCube games in this shelf. Very proud of my GameCube collection. Some variant N64 controllers hanging out here too. Love that Donkey Kong one. Moving up top here, we got some Power Rangers going on. Original Command Center. I just love this stuff too. Doesn't get as much love as the Turtles, but it's up there. Go right into some wrestling stuff. Some Hasbros. Some of this new WWE Superstars sets. The Undertaker and Paul Bearer. Love it. That's a Ric Flair signed figure right there. Moving back here, we have some Marvel stuff. I did get some risers, so these are going to look really good once that's all set up. Some DC Universe. Also great figures, but Gotta display them right so we can see them all. Moving down, we're just getting to some books, some Batman stuff. Bret Hart signed, Triple H is signed. Lots of comics. I just bagged all these guys. Sorry, it's so dark. Some DC figures. Some players' guides and books. Some video games. Pokemon trading card books. Those are awesome. You can get those online. And then WWE stuff. So this is the Winged Eagle Championship belt. Some pops to go with it. Jake the Snake, Razor Ramon. I don't know if I could show you guys without knocking everything over. Let me do this real quick because just this is so great. Oh, there goes Razor. This is signed by Stone Cold Steve Austin, which is pretty rad. Met him at a Best Buy. He was doing a signing for the Condemned movie. I believe it was 2008 or 2007. I was able to get his autograph on here. Very cool stuff. There he is, Stone Cold. This is the Attitude Era belt. It is signed as well. Just not going to pull it out. Actually, all these belts are signed by different people. I don't want to make a big mess though. This one's signed by Mick Foley. I think that's it on this one. This one is the WCW World Heavyweight title. It is signed by a bunch of guys in 2004 on the back. Batista, Randy Orton, Scott Steiner, a bunch of different guys. Don't remember all of them, forgive me. We got an Alexa Bliss signed pop figure right here. Met her just recently. This one I think I could pull around, show you guys. It is signed by Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. Who's that? Chuck Palumbo, John Cena right there. Oh yeah, cool stuff. That's the Undisputed belts. We got an ECW Tag Team Championship and NWA World Heavyweight Championship. The NWA belt is signed from a ton of people from Bound for Glory, 2006, TNA. Can't even tell you all of them, but they're on there. Moving right along as we get towards the end here. I have some Ghostbusters stuff made by, I believe, Hasbro. Love the Ghostbusters. Love that. Lots of cool stuff. Yeah. Ghostbusters, the real Ghostbusters. All right, and the last little section here, some more carded Ninja Turtles, newer stuff, nothing old, but cool stuff. The Ecto 1A is different from the Ecto 1. This one's from the second movie. Got some plates up here. And the Playmates, I'm sorry, not Hasbro, Kenner. The Kenner Fire Playhouse. Lots of these parts are new. This is 3D printed. Couldn't find an original, saved my life. 3D printed, but I mean, it's all functional. It all works great. Every piece is there, so love it. This is a custom Channel 6 news van. Some of these Culture Fly popsicles, ice cream bars, I guess. That's a little custom frog thing. If you know, you know. These guys gotta have their own little setup. Loot Crate exclusives in the news station. As we move down, we just got some Ninja Turtle Universal Monsters. A giant Donatello from the movie. And that's about it, guys. Thank you for sticking with us for 25 minutes. Hope you guys are having a happy new year, and we'll see you next time. Later.